Hey guys, I made this card several weeks ago, and I wanted to make a video of it, but things have just gotten a little crazy in this house. So I'm making it the night before this punch right here goes on sale tomorrow. I don't know if you can see, well, there you go. You can see the gold, how it's gold and red. I was just going to show you, it's a simple thing to make. What I wanted to show you is the stamps I used and everything about this is from the current mini catalog, and that retires in a little over a month. And starting tomorrow, there goes my dog, there's going to be several things on sale. Okay, so this stamp set and the punch. This is Happy Holidays. I love it. I love the sentiments in it, and the little bird is so cute, and I've done him, her in different ways, different colors and things. There is a bundle. Let me show it to you in the catalog, see if I can get to it quick. Oh, look, I already had it. Anyway, okay, so here you go. Here's Happy Holidays. And then this is the Holly Border Punch. You can get it as a bundle. So it's the stamp and the punch together for $39.50. Starting tomorrow, the punch goes on sale. If you bought the punch just by itself, it's $23. Starting tomorrow, December 1st, right? Yep. Oh, gosh. Okay, so starting tomorrow, the punch goes on sale for $18.40. So if you were going to buy both and you did it with the punch and the holly and the stamp set, if you did them separately but got both of them, it would be $39.40, which is 10 cents cheaper than the bundle, which is $39.50. So it's about the same. But if you just wanted the punch, you know, then you're getting a pretty good deal on that thing. So, okay. And so on this card, obviously that's what I used for this border over here and for him, and the sentiment. And the way I did the sentiment was I inked up the bottom with real red, and I inked up the top with Versamark, and I used gold embossing powder, and then die cut it with one of the stitch rectangles, which I always say everybody should have one of those. But if you see, she's on a little, or she, I don't know, she's on a nest. That is from the Birds and Branches, which is in the annual catalog. And there goes my dog again. Lots to bark at during the holiday season because there's UPS and FedEx and Amazon driving down our street all the time. Here's the nest right here. And there's dies that go with this. So what I did for the nest was I first stamped it with crumb cake, and then I stamped over on top of it, but not in the exact same place. I just kind of stamped the same stamp on top of it, just a little, not, like I said, not in the same place, just a little off. And I did that with Versamark and then embossed it with gold embossing powder. I wanted lots of gold on this card, obviously. And then the Leaves and the Berry, that is from this stamp set, Christmas Season, which is in the mini catalog. Get to that. Let's see. Right here, it's this one, and all of this except for the ribbon is coming back. It's not retiring. The paper, that's what the ones with the pine cones on it, that's from this paper. This paper is not retiring. After January 3rd, you will not see it again until the next holiday mini catalog. They don't call it that, but the one that comes out around the holidays, that's when you'll see it again. It's really pretty. I use it all the time. And then I have, what's this one? Oh. So that's what's everything that's on this card. But I just want to show you real quick how I did it. And we're going to use something a little different. You can see, first what I did was I used the punch on this paper, and I just couldn't really put any color behind it that would really show up. So I just decided to try and do something shiny. And this is just regular paper that you put through your printer. I decided I would punch it on that, and then I'll show you how I do this. It's really super easy. Okay. So the first thing, this is garden green, and I was just gonna show you on this one, just to use something a little different. What you do is you line it up in there. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little better. Try to, there we go. Just line it up so that it's equal on each side. And then, oh, please don't make everything fall. Okay, so there's that. Then you can go either way. You're gonna have to go both ways. So you don't wanna line up this is the first one. You don't wanna line that up. I'm gonna zoom in again. Okay, you don't wanna line up the first one on that part right there. You wanna line up the second one. Okay, so you line up the second one. Okay, so there's that. And then you do it on the other side as well. Okay, so there's that. All right, so then we're gonna use this. I mean, like I said, I used typing paper for my template before, but instead I'm going to use this white paper because it's thicker than the template paper, because after you do this a while, then it's sort of, you know. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Just depends, see, because I lined up each one individually, but you'll see we're not putting this one behind there. We're going to do something different. Okay, so let me go get another piece of paper and all my other stuff that I need so I can show you how I made them gold and red. Okay, so here's my little shrapnel from everything I just punched. Yeah, this is really cool too. You can use this part of it on different things. It's a little more time consuming, but you could use it. You can make a card or a package or whatever using these, you know, just glue them on individually like that. Okay, so this is the template. This is the one I did. It's the same size as this. These are 4 by 5 1/4. And then here's what's going to be behind this. It's the same size. I don't want it to be bigger or smaller or anything, because what I'm going to do is use this template on top of it. And I'm going to use my Stamparatus for this, and I'll show you why in just a second. But you want to make sure you know which way you want these to go, because you can do either side. And I'm going to show you a picture, because I have a picture of how, like these, like the leaves and the berries, I stamp those and then die cut them. The leaves also in gold. And when I had originally done this, I did it the opposite way. Like, I knew I wanted them to be up like this on the card. And when I colored them in and stuff to show behind it, I did it this way. So I'll show you a picture of that, and I'll show you how I always show this in my classes. When you have little things like this to die cut and they go on the paper behind, it could even be this paper, because you're gonna put this on a card, you won't see it. So save paper, and you'll see what I mean when I show you the picture. Okay, so you see that, because that's something you cannot see on here. And even if I had cut them out of this red and then put them on a card, you wouldn't see it either, because it's hiding behind that. So that's just a good way to save your paper, keep paper, not use them. Oh, be careful with these magnets. Okay, I'm not going to use that. I'm not even going to use the top. I'm just using the magnet. Okay, so I want the leaves to go, I'm not even going to finish this card, but maybe I think I want them to go that way. Okay, so you just line it up on there. Oh, you know what? Okay, that's the reason why this was on here, because I do want to use this, because you're going to have some ink that's going to come out of it. Although you can get ink on there and just wipe it off. It's not a big deal, but do it on there so it's real tight, so it's not, and you're still going to need to hold it down a little bit. Okay, so what I use, you can see this one's red. That's from doing the red, and all I did was, for real red, you just go in and then you just on the where the little circles are. Okay, I'm going to do something a little different on this one, but that's how I did it. You could use a Q-tip, you could use lots of things. We have the sponge daubers and the blending brushes, but because this is so small, I wanted something like this. All right, so let me go clean this off, and then I'm going to show you, I'm going to do Versamark on all this, but I'm going to make them different colors, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, I went and got another paint brush. That one I put in a real red, and it takes, you know, a while to get the color out of there. These things are, obviously, I am not a painter or an artist. You just buy these paint brushes from, you know, different crafty stores. They're cheap, and so that's easy. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. But here we go. Here's Versamark with this. I'm going to start with the berries. See, and this is your template, so it's okay if it's going all over the place because you're not using that one. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Okay. Hopefully that will not keep up. All right. And then there's a little of them over here, so I'll just do that. Okay, since I'm using two different colors, I'm going to go ahead and emboss this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them. It's you can see the little dots in there, but okay, so I'm going to use silver for those. Done a drier sheet on here before I started, but it's okay. All right, move this out of the way, and you always need to remember to close up your embossing powder before you put your heat gun on it. Sometimes it'll blow it away. Okay. All right, so there's our berries. Now we're going to stick that back on there. Just sort of line up. See, there they are. All right. Now, because the leaves are a little bigger, I'm going to get a little wider paintbrush. Okay, now you hear little kids out there screaming. That's what my dog's barking at. She always knows what's going on. Oh, and there's this little part right here. I kind of missed that. You could maybe color that with something else, like the copper embossing powder or white or something, but I'm just going to do it gold like I'm going to do the leaves. All right. See the leaves in there a little bit. Gosh, I hope I got them all. You know what? I'm going to put it back on there because I feel like some of them, I don't really see that well. Something on my table is making that sound. Don't know what it is. It's probably, I don't know what it is. Something coming loose or about to fall down or something. All right, that looks a little better. All right, so here's gold. And you're going to see there's like little pieces all around, but you're not going to see any of that. All right. The first time I ever saw embossing powder was when I first started scrapbooking. So, I mean, you're talking a long time ago, and I was like, that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, and I still think that. I mean, I just think it's so cool. All right, so here we go. We're gonna line this up. It's gonna be, you're gonna have to cut the back, you see, because it was a little off, but you can cut off the side, but you're just looking at what it was behind there. So see that? That is really, really, really pretty. Like I said, these are different sizes. You could actually make this a little bigger, but you just go in and cut that off because all that other, all this stuff you're not gonna see because you're just looking at what's right behind where you use the punch. And I mean, that's so pretty. I mean, you could do all kinds of things about, you know, with it. Or I was going to try and decide that tonight, but I just couldn't. So sorry. I just wanted to show you how I did that border like that. So again, these this stamp and this punch are retiring, and that's where this sentiment is from too. So if you, it starts tomorrow, and the way it goes is that once it sells out, it's gone. So if you really, really like that punch and the stamp, if you just like the punch, whatever, you probably want to order it as soon as you can, because it can, you know, once it sells out, it's gone. And I've had that happen to me before on other things. And then next week, just have this sitting here. Can't show you everything, but the new catalog and the new celebration, so good. I mean, I can't even tell you how many things in there that I absolutely love. I can't wait to play with them. If you have any questions, let me know. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.